Okay, the next app that we're going to have a look at is Google Forms. So again, going down into the more, we've got Google Forms, and this is an online form that can be filled in either to collect information or as a quiz. So again, give it a title. You'd give it a description for those that are filling it in. And then what we're going to have a look at is the things that we can change before we go into adding our questions. So at the top here, where you've got the color palette, you can customize your theme. So if there's something that's related to the information that's being asked, we can change the theme. You've then got the different colors or the different fonts that can be used to make it more interesting for those people that are responding. The next icon across is a preview. So once you've created your form, what you will see in that preview is what it will look like to those on the outside. So when you send your form to be filled in, this is what they would see. And if we want to continue to edit it, the pencil down in the bottom right, we click on there and we go back. In the settings, we can collect email addresses. So if we want to know who's been sent the information in, we can collect their email addresses. We can also restrict it to our domain. So in Wales, we can have just hub users. Remember though, that if you're creating a form for parents, what you would need to do is to remove that because they won't have hub addresses. But you can also allow respondents to edit after they've submitted it. And you can also limit it to one response. Again, remembering though that if you're sending this out to parents, if they've got 2 children, they may need to add a couple of responses. Okay, as a presentation, if you're using it, you can shuffle the order of the questions. So that those people that are watching, they don't see the same quiz or form every time, or we can make it a quiz. So by making it a quiz, what we're able to do is to assign a point value to questions and allow auto grading. So at the end, if you've created a maths quiz, for example, or a multiple choice science quiz, by clicking this on and filling in the relevant information, we can then make it so that it is automatically marked for you. Okay, so to create my first question, I can just do 2 add 4 equals. And I can, at the side here, select from the different types of answers that I would like. So if I want just a short answer, I then expect pupils or respondents to type in 6. I can give them a larger paragraph if I want more information from them. I can select multiple choice, where I can give them different options. And then from there, I can go to my answer key, select the correct answer. And for that, I want to give the pupil 1 point. Okay. What I can then do is on the right-hand side, I can add a question. I can import questions from previous forms that I've created. I can have another title or description, or if I want, I can make these addition questions. And then after that, subtraction questions. So from there, I will add in my and this time I'm going to give them a short answer add a correct answer, 2, and again, I'll give them 1 point. We can mark all other answers incorrect. And then at the top, you can see the total points that have been awarded so far. So from there, we can see that we've covered now how to add a question, the importing a question from previous ones, adding a title or description. I can add an image. So I could then decide to search for an image. Select that. I can have, who is this? After my image, I'll add a question. Name this man. My short answer. Or again, I can use that multiple choice, knowing that if pupils type in Henry VIII and use it all words, and I haven't added that to the answer key, it will turn up incorrect. So sometimes making the multiple choice will make it a little bit easier. They've also have a drop-down option, so they can select from a drop-down menu what the answer looks like. And again, we're adding in our answer key there. So dependent on the type of questions you want to ask, you've got the whole array of different options there. We can also add YouTube videos and add different sections. So if I wanted to add a section 2 and call this one history, I can then decide to move this question down into my history section. And then just before I send it off to be filled in, I can preview what my questions look like. So I can select the correct answers. My answer is, we'll have a look, we'll put the wrong answer in. We've then got, who's this man? We didn't put any options in. I can submit my form then, view the score, and I can see that I got that one correct, that one was wrong, and we didn't give a score for this one. So if I then go back to my form, at the top, you can see that now I have one response. So if I select my responses, I can see that it was, for my first question, I had the answer correct. For the second one, I had one incorrect answer. I can see the scores. So I've collected my website or my email address. So I'll be able to see who it was that's done the work. But also, if I have my whole class responses, I can also create a spreadsheet. So create a new spreadsheet, then transfers all the information that's been created, and it will give you a spreadsheet of all of those. So what I'm able to do then is use that conditional formatting and see who got which questions correct. So I can put in conditional formatting, anybody who answered so the text contains a 6. So anybody who's got it correct will all show up green, the others won't be shown up, or we can have it that all the incorrect ones are shown. This then would allow me to have a look at which pupils from their email addresses scored what in the activity. Okay.